I'm about to walk you through a vehicle that doesn't belong to today's roads, today's showrooms, or today's reality, and that's exactly the point. What you're seeing is a fully fictional motorhome concept, imagined through AI-assisted design and built purely for entertainment, storytelling, and future dreaming. Nothing here is for sale, nothing here exists in the real world, but for the next few minutes, I want you to imagine that it could. And once you do, it's hard to stop thinking about it. Standing beside this motorhome feels less like parking next to a vehicle and more like approaching a private spacecraft that just happens to use wheels. The body stretches long and low with a smooth, uninterrupted silhouette that flows from front to rear like a single carved piece of metal. There are no sharp interruptions, no aggressive angles. Everything feels deliberate, aerodynamic, and calm. The front end sits confidently low, almost hovering over the pavement. The headlights are thin, blade-like LED signatures that slice horizontally through the darkness, giving the vehicle a quiet, observant presence. They don't scream for attention, they glow with purpose. Below them, subtle vertical light accents frame the edges, hinting at intelligence rather than aggression. The windshield curves gently upward, panoramic and darkened, blending seamlessly into the roofline. From certain angles, it feels like the cockpit of a high-speed train rather than a motorhome. The glass isn't just large, it's commanding, suggesting visibility, control, and an uninterrupted view of the future road ahead. Moving along the side, the body panels are finished in a deep graphite black tone with a satin metallic sheen. It reflects light softly, never harshly, giving the surface a liquid-like depth. A thin illuminated accent line runs the length of the vehicle, glowing faintly in warm amber, tracing the motorhome's outline like a pulse. The windows are tinted nearly opaque, forming a continuous dark band that contrasts beautifully against the body. They're flush with the surface, eliminating drag and visual clutter. Doors are nearly invisible until the lighting catches their edges. This design doesn't rely on handles or hinges to announce itself. Down below, the wheels are large multi-spoke alloys finished in dark chrome, wrapped in low-profile, road-focused tires. Toward the rear, a triaxle configuration gives the vehicle a planted, almost locomotive-like stance. This isn't about off-roading, it's about long, confident cruising across future highways. The rear end continues the theme of restraint. Vertical LED taillights glow softly, framing the back with elegance rather than drama. The roofline tapers gently, housing integrated solar panels and aerodynamic fins that suggest efficiency without ever stating it outright. Everything about this exterior feels intentional. Nothing is decorative without purpose. This motorhome doesn't try to look futuristic, it simply behaves as if the future already caught up to it. Stepping inside, at least in imagination, the atmosphere shifts immediately. The interior is designed as a sanctuary rather than a cabin. The flooring is a warm composite material that feels like polished stone underfoot, but absorbs vibration like soft rubber. Lighting is indirect and layered, flowing from hidden ceiling channels and wall seams, adjustable from daylight white to deep evening amber. The living area opens wide the moment you enter. Modular seating lines one side, upholstered in a matte leather-like material that's breathable, durable, and easy to maintain. The seats aren't bulky, they're sculpted, floating slightly above the floor, giving the space a feeling of openness. Across from the seating area, a seamless wall panel hides a fold-out dining table, storage compartments, and a panoramic display that doubles as entertainment, navigation, or ambient scenery. One moment it's showing the road ahead, the next it's displaying a calm forest or a star-filled night sky. Toward the center, the compact kitchen feels more like a design studio than a cooking space. Induction surfaces remain invisible until activated. Storage drawers glide out silently. A minimalist sink folds flush into the countertop. Everything is designed to disappear when not in use. The sleeping area sits toward the rear, elevated slightly for privacy. A queen-sized bed emerges from the wall with a single command, dressed in neutral fabrics that match the vehicle's calm aesthetic. Overhead, a skylight panel adjusts its opacity, letting in light during the day and blocking it completely at night. The washroom is compact but luxurious. A walk-in shower with recycled water filtration, a smart toilet system, and self-cleaning surfaces make it feel effortless to maintain. Even here, lighting is soft and indirect, nothing harsh, nothing clinical. Up front, the cockpit feels like the bridge of a future vessel. The steering interface is minimal, with a yoke-style wheel and a curved digital dashboard that wraps around the driver. Physical buttons are nearly non-existent, replaced by voice control and subtle haptic surfaces. This interior isn't about showing off technology, it's about removing friction from everyday living. Powering this concept is a fully fictional hybrid electric drive system known as the Aurora Flow Core. It combines a high-capacity, solid-state battery pack with a compact hydrogen-assisted range extender designed purely for long-distance efficiency. Total output sits comfortably around 620 horsepower, not for speed, but for smooth, effortless motion. Acceleration is silent and linear. There's no engine roar, just a steady, controlled glide. The drivetrain intelligently distributes power across all axles, ensuring stability even in crosswinds or uneven road conditions. Regenerative braking feeds energy back into the system, while rooftop solar assists auxiliary systems during daylight travel. Top speed is intentionally limited, not because it can't go faster, but because this vehicle isn't about rushing. It's about arriving rested. One of the most fascinating elements of this motorhome is its adaptive exterior lighting. The accent lines subtly change brightness based on speed, weather, and time of day, acting as both design and communication. Inside, an AI-assisted environment manager learns preferences over time, lighting, temperature, seating positions, adjusting automatically as the journey unfolds. This AI isn't presented as a character or gimmick. It's quiet, invisible, and supportive. The vehicle also features a self-leveling suspension system that adjusts ride height when parked, creating a perfectly flat interior regardless of terrain. No manual setup, no effort. Even storage is reimagined. Compartments adjust size dynamically, using movable partitions to optimize space depending on what you carry. This motorhome is designed for future travelers who see the journey as part of the destination. Imagine summer travel, where highways stretch endlessly and the vehicle becomes your moving apartment. Imagine parking beside a mountain overlook, activating privacy mode, and watching the sunset through panoramic glass. It could serve as a mobile base for digital nomads, creatives, or explorers who value comfort without roots. Off-grid living becomes less about sacrifice and more about balance. Long journeys feel shorter when the space around you adapts, supports, and calms. This isn't a vehicle for escaping life. It's for redesigning how life fits into motion. And that's what makes this concept so fascinating. Not because it exists, but because it makes you wonder why parts of it don't yet. If imagination shapes innovation, then vehicles like this are where ideas begin. And if this future on wheels sparked your curiosity, stay with me, because the next concept might just take us somewhere even further.